Hey YouTube, Alan back with another Master System Monday, and this week we're taking a look at another racing game and a pseudo sequel to Outrun. So I'm saying pseudo sequel because you probably see up here the big banner US Gold. This was done kind of licensed by Sega, but without any kind of involvement directly from Sega. On screen you see there it's a probe game, and it kind of has taken a lot of flack over the years as being like a bad sequel and not real Outrun and all that sort of stuff. And you can probably see on screen just about that. Yeah, you drive different vehicles, boats, Porsches, motorcycles. In fact, you start off on a motorcycle, and I think you only get your Ferrari right at the end. So it's definitely changes up the formula, but it still does have some of that kind of coast to coast element. Um, it's also a very hard game because you have to watch your fuel. You have to watch people trying to, there's a bit of combat, so you got that road rash style thing, and it's unforgiving to start off with. I think for this type of game, unlike Outrun, where it's very arcade, you know what you're getting into. The timer is your enemy. This is not so. But just look at the graphics there. Look at the 3D buildings. Now, the math system, you have to remember, it's an 8-bit machine. It has no advanced sprite scaling capabilities. Everything is done in software. And there we have undulating roads taking place at night with 3D looking buildings coming towards you. That's pretty impressive, So I think it's one of those games that really deserves a second chance. Is it as good as Outrun? No. Is it as good as modern racing games? No. Is it as good as Road Rash? No. I'm not really selling this, am I? No. But it is definitely, compared to most other 8-bit racing games, it's actually pretty good. Anyway, so onto the kind of paraphernalia. We have the manual, of course, typical US Gold manual. Notice the borders, very chunky and thick, and it talks about the different vehicles in different languages, and you have the split roads, and see there, you got the different vehicles. Yep. So it repeats itself. That's very standard US Gold fare. And you have the US Gold style cartridge, which is white, and they have the US Gold logo on it. Of greater interest is the boxes. I'm sure you've noticed there was two. Now, they have the same ultimate artwork, and they both have like from US Gold on them, US Gold from US Gold. This one on the right here, that is what I kind of would consider the US Gold box design. Most US Gold releases basically follow that format, and of course I don't have another one to hand, but a lot of the releases have that, and you notice it matches the manual. So where you have this grid, you have the same grid, so it kind of makes sense. That was the US Gold standard. And on the back you have your your different languages. Strap yourself in. Oh, it's not focusing. For a life or death ride in hot pursuit of enemy agents, blaze a trail across Europe in the world's most powerful vehicles. Only your skill and determination will get you all the way to your destination, Berlin. So you have a few of the different vehicles. See the helicopters fighting the boat there. A good bit of Chase HQ. Number of vehicles 19. That's a lot. I don't think that's true. I think that's an exaggeration. You don't drive 19 vehicles. And of course you got this one here. Now the manual and cartridge, exactly the same. It's just the cover that's different. And I call this, and I don't know why they've done this, basically this is standard Sega design. Like if you take another, Master System box, this one here, it matches this format exactly. We got action, Master System logo, grid, preset area for artwork. And I really like this design. That's my favorite kind of Master System design. So I prefer this one. Plus, more of the artwork is visible instead of got the logo here where it's moved down. And they really want to get their US Gold in there. And on the back, it's basically a similar thing. Although, it does lose a screenshot, because I had to get the extra, stuff up here. But the actual text is exactly the same. So why they've done this, I just don't know. And several of the US Gold releases did this. And it's not like I seen recently on Master System Monday where you had something like this happen. And I might talk about this another day. Xenon 2, where they're different publishers. This is the same publisher with the same game in two different variations. I've never found a reason why, and I'd love to find out. So if you know, throw a comment in the chat below or hit me up on Twitter. you know, it's always fascinated me, and I one day I'll get to the bottom of this. Anyway, that's my pick for Master System Monday. Hope you enjoyed.